pups, it's Miss Massey. Today is our last lesson for our SEL Bully Week, and it's how to be an upstander. So in this lesson, you will learn some ways to stand up to bullying, hence why it's called upstander. So talking about this week, we talked about the different kinds of bullying, how it's consistent. It can be physical, social, emotional. And yesterday we even talked about online bullying and how you can respond in those situations. So again, we're not going to write. I just want you to think. Think of a time you saw or heard someone being mean to another student and how it made you feel uncomfortable. What did you do? So I just want you to think about that. Just take some time and self-reflect. You heard somebody being mean to somebody else. It made you feel uncomfortable. What did you do? You may not have known the answer then, but hopefully by the end of our lesson, you will know what to do next time. When you see someone being mean to another student, you're a bystander. There's a difference between being a bystander and being an upstander. A bystander is anyone who's aware that bullying is happening. An upstander is someone who stands up for a person who is being bullied. So show your teacher, raise your hands. How many of you have heard the term upstander before? I know I've said it in the past. I'm sure your teachers have maybe said it too. But if you haven't, I want upstanders to be a part of your vocabulary. Encourage your classmates to be an upstander and to do what is right. So becoming an upstander, you can go from being a bystander to being an upstander by choosing to stand up to bullying. So we're going to drag the arrows to the right to see a bystander become an upstander. So as you see, she's looking right now and she sees this boy being mean to this boy. So let's see what happens. Oh, so she's going to go and tell him to stop. She's going to interject herself into the situation to help this boy out. So again, we're just going to chat, not write. It says select the white dots to see strategies you can use to be an upstander. Okay, so let's look at these three strategies. So it says support, directly help the person being bullied, listen to their experience, ask what they need, or offer to help them make a plan for dealing with being bullied. Okay, so you're supporting, you're listening, you're helping them. Okay, let's see what this one is. Get help. Talk to a trusted adult, such as a family member, counselor, or teacher. Ask them to help you figure out a way to stop the bullying. So if you're talking to your friend over here and you decide, oh, we really need an adult to help us with this, then you go and get help with a trusted adult. Let's see what this last one says. Speak up. If you feel safe, firmly and calmly tell the person doing the bullying to stop, and then explain why it's hurtful. So like I've said, sometimes people don't realize that they are being mean or that they're being hurtful, and so you need to tell them. You need to use your voice and explain with communication what you're feeling and why you're feeling that way. If it's an accident and they don't mean to, then they will stop. If they continue and it becomes bullying, that's when you will need to do one of these three things. So remember, it's important to report all incidences of bullying, including online bullying, to a trusted adult. They can help you make a plan to address the problem and keep everyone safe. So let's try to apply the upstander strategies to the stories of bullying that we're about to talk about. So Katie's friend was bullied by someone who called her names. How would you show support for Katie's friend? So teachers, please pause and have a quick discussion and see what ways of support your class can come up with, and then push play to continue. So ways to support. You can comfort her and ask her what she needs. You can help her find a trusted adult to tell. You can help her come up with a plan to avoid the person who is bullying her. Hopefully you guys came up with some of those answers. Okay, so the next scenario is Jerry was physically bullied. So how could you get help for Jerry? Okay, so this time it wasn't just words. He was physically bullied. That means hit, shoved, kicked. It was physical. So pause the video and talk about ways that you could get help for Jerry. In this situation, you do need to talk to a trusted adult about what happened. You also need to encourage Jerry to get help from the trusted adult. When it becomes physical, people can get seriously physically hurt. So it's very important that you find that trusted adult and talk to them about what happened. And then here's Hope. Hope was bullied for loving books. How could you speak up for Hope? So now we're talking about being an upstander. You're speaking up to help her. Please pause the video and discuss ways that you could speak up for Hope. So hopefully you guys talked about telling people who are doing the bullying that it's not funny. Tell them that it's okay to have different interests. Tell them that you also like to read. Because a lot of times when people who are being bullied have somebody to defend them, it will stop that person from bullying that person. Not always, but sometimes. Just showing that they're not alone will be very helpful. So raise your hand if you've ever had someone stand up to bullying for you. So think about how that felt. How did that feel on you when somebody stood up for you? Standing up for someone can be difficult sometimes, but if we all work together, we can build a safe and responsible and respectful school community. We want our school to be the kind of place that's supportive and encouraging for everyone. So I want you to think about situations that you may have witnessed bullying. I want you to turn and talk to a partner about some strategies that you've learned in this lesson to be an upstander. So when you have another situation, you may feel more comfortable to stand up for somebody. Pause the video and partner talk for about 2 minutes and then push play to continue. Okay, so now you know the different kinds of bullying. You know that there's even bullying online. You have been taught different skills for different situations on how to be an upstander and not be a bystander, how to stand up for yourself, how to stand up for others. So I hope that we can be a bully-free campus. That would be lovely. So just really think about your actions and your words before you say anything or do anything. Because remember, anything that you say or do really affects other people. So I hope you have a great day, and I will see you guys in the hallway.